back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Faith Army. So on today's episode, I've started to show you guys how to make chicken tomato stew. Alright, the reason I'm doing this is because quite a number of people have asked me for this beautiful recipe, and today I've started to show you guys one of the simplest methods to make chicken tomato stew, and it's going to be yummy. Alright, today is Friday and Sunday is just 2 days ahead, so I just want to quickly prepare it. So in case you want to change your mind to make this yummy chicken tomato stew, then this is for you. To my old school subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. You guys have been amazing. I mean, it's not easy to stick with someone, to watch everything they do and then support in one way or the other. And to the new subscriber, people who will be coming across this video for the very first time, I want to say a very big welcome to you. I hope you glue with me. Thank you so much, and ask and watch. And if you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Thank you all, and see you in a bit. Okay guys, let me start by introducing the ingredients I'll be using for the chicken stew. First, I have my chicken, chicken itself, and then I have my tomatoes, ginger, paprika. Guys, ginger takes stew to another level. This is bell pepper. Okay, so, and I also have my tin tomatoes. This is organic tin tomato per se. It's kind of fresh but stored in a container. It's organic, meaning it's natural, not all these ones we use fertilizer. So if you live in the area where you can get this, please feel free to use tomato puree. So I have my onion, scotch bonnet pepper as well. Then I have some salt, oil for frying. Then I have some spices. This is paprika, this is ginger, this is no aroma. If you can't find this, feel free to use the normal no that you know, normal no cube. And I have curry. That is all the spice I'll be needing. Then curry, guys, don't mind that it's in a nylon because we live in a country where we don't get this. So I get from Nigeria the entire store in the freezer. So it just came out from the freezer. That's why you see this way. You guys, this takes stew to a whole new level. If you haven't tried this, I bet you should try using curry in making your chicken stew. You will love it. So first, I'm going to wash this and cut them, wash my meat as well. Then we'll be right back. Okay, see you in a bit. Boom. So right here, everything is well washed and sliced. So here I have everything: the ginger, scotch bonnet pepper, onion. I'm going to be blending. My chicken is all washed as well. So let me start with blending everything. So once we are done with the blending, then we'll move over to the next part. Stay tuned. Alright guys, at this junction you can see that my tomato pepper mixture is well blended. So I'm going to dry this up before we start the frying. I'm drying it up because I don't like water sprinkling when I'm frying. And look at that, guys. You see, when I told you it's exactly like fresh but stored in a container. So I'm using it so that I'll get more stew. Like, it's not, I have a larger quantity. If I use just the fresh one, it might not really be that much. So I need this to top up. Okay, let's go, guys. Now I set on my stove and I start the drying proper. Now I'm going to take care of the chicken, okay, while this starts drying up. So in a pot, I add my chicken, then I'm going to season them, okay. And I'm not going to be adding water at this point. I'm just going to season and then steam. I'm going with some onion, okay, to steam the meat. And I go in with some seasoning cube per se. Then the next, I'm going to go in with my salt, and then I'm going to add my no aroma. Like I said, if you don't have this, skip is optional, okay, this no aroma. Then I go in with my ginger. You guys, I love ginger in almost everything I make. It's very medicinal and healthy. It cannot be overemphasized. Then some curry powder, and I'm going to give that a quick stir to combine. I just added a little more seasoning cube at this point, and I'm going to mix combine. No water, I repeat, no water. I'm not adding water at this stage. I'm just going to leave it to steam, bring out water itself so that they can marry each other, the ingredients can go well. Then I'm going to come back to check. So guys, let's check back and see what it looks like. You can see some water. That's why if you do this, it will be well seasoned, everything will be well incorporated. Then now I'm going to add in some water. Okay, I'm going to add in a little bit of water and then allow the meat to soften before I dry them in the oven. Please, if you don't like roasting or drying in the oven, feel free to fry. Some people like to fry their chicken instead of, roasting or drying up in the oven per se. So guys, I've added water. I'm going to allow the chicken soften a bit. Then you can see my tomato is over there drying up as well. So we'll check back. So at this point, I think the chicken is soft enough. So I'm just going to transfer them over here and then dry up. I love this method. It's easy and it saves cost as well. You can imagine the quantity of oil you'll be needing if you have to fry the chicken and the time it's going to consume. Meanwhile, this one is just gonna be in the oven while I do my stuff. So let's dry them up. Meanwhile, my oven, I set them at 150 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to keep checking on there until they're golden brown. Depends on your preference. So this is the stock from the meat. I'm gonna save it for later. So at this junction, my tomatoes are well dried. This from the can, and then the other one, the fresh pepper, everything mixed together. Let's start the frying proper. So I heat my pot, and I'm going to go in with some oil, and then I go in with some salt. I'm gonna go with my onion at this point. So there's this thing I do before I start frying. I first of all fry my onion with my seasoning cubes and spices. You know why? Because I want them to release their own flavor before I start the tomatoes. It's not as if I cannot add them after the tomatoes, but I feel like this one releases more flavor and gives more taste instead of adding it when the tomato is ready. So this is the secret. In case if you have not tried this method, try it and let me know what you think. At this point, guys, I can perceive the aroma. It's everywhere already in my kitchen. So now I'm going with my tomatoes. I add the canned one first. So if you're in the part of the country that don't have this, please feel free to add your puree first. You know why? Because they have this very sour taste in the mouth. So we want to start up with that for some minutes, probably 2, 3 to 4 minutes. And please, one of the secrets to a beautiful tomato chicken stew is you have to continue, stirring, otherwise it's gonna burn. We don't want our stew to burn, so we keep. So at this junction, I add in the remaining fresh tomato, ginger, onion mix with pepper. Then the next thing I have to do now is to continue frying. If you really want to get a very beautiful stew, you have to fry until the salt taste is out of your mouth, or you will know. If you see when the tomato is dried, you will definitely know. Either you check it by taste to be sure that the salt taste is out, or another method is when you see the oil being visible, transparent, then you know that your stew is ready. So guys, you can see I keep turning, I keep stirring from time to time so that my pot won't burn. Once it starts burning, it will change the taste of your stew, and you wouldn't want that, right? Okay, so at this point you can see that the color is already changing. It's no longer so fresh as it was, so reddish as it was. You can see that it has changed. It means that we are getting there. It means that we're really getting there. Okay, for some people, let's check on our meat actually to see if it's ready. Oh yeah, it's already ready. Oh my god, had I wasted a little more time, everything would have burnt. So you can see this is how I love mine. If you want it more brownish, you feel free to leave it until you get your desired color. Okay, so back to the stew. Like I was saying, if you don't want to fry for that long, there's a secret I'll introduce. Please add in some crayfish at this point, but most times I don't like making my stew with crayfish, okay, except I'm in a hurry. So now the sautés are out. Then I added my chicken stock from the chicken when I was steaming them. Okay, I didn't add crayfish because I don't really like it, but if you don't like to fry that long, please add crayfish and all the sautés will be out. Okay, so now I go in with all the chicken because the stock is already in there. So I'll allow this to cook, okay, and marry each other so that these two can combine properly with the stew. You see that, guys? Is it not giving? Have you loved this video? Guys, have you liked? You see, it's very simple. This method is absolutely simple. So let's check back. You see that? Oh, guys, this stew is heavenly, I must tell you. Please subscribe to my channel, please, guys. If you have not subscribed at this moment, subscribe, show some love, share this video, like, comment. Now I go in with my curry leaf, guys. This curry leaf, you don't need to add too much. If you add too much, we might be spoiling the whole show. Just a little bit of it. It has a special signature when it comes to making of tomato stew. If you haven't tried it, please, except you can't reach it in your area, you can also decide to add the scent leaf, or I don't know, whatever leaf you have. Leaf is leaf, but guys, for today I'm using curry leaf. Scent leaf is another thing on its own. It's also very yummy while making that. So leave that to cook for about 1 to 2 minutes, and our stew is absolutely ready. If you are still here to this very moment, thank you so much. I really appreciate you sticking around, and I hope you've learned this beautiful method. In fact, one of the simplest methods in making stew. I will be showing you another method next time, but for today, this is all we have to do for beginners. You see that, guys? Bring your plate. Meanwhile, I boiled rice and beans off camera, so I'm going to be serving this with rice and beans. You can decide to choose rice and plantain, anything of your choice. So far as the rice is involved, it's a go-go. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for sticking around with me to this very moment. You can see that, guys. You can see my rice and beans and my stew. Thank you. I will see you next time. Bye.